Welcome to the Vault Archons. I am the Keeper of Keys, Kraz, and we are back and continuing our box opening. So I'm just going to go with, I think I'm going to grab that one right there. So let's see what we got. Now we're going to check the glue line. And I'm just doing this so people can see that these glue lines are really very consistent. They're very, very consistent across all the decks. Let's see. Okay, so I'm on the deck list side. So let's go the other way. And so this is what we're looking at. This is Blaze Doom, the Shepherd of Traps. So this probably is going to have traps in it, but the names aren't always indicative of what's going to be inside the deck. So nice little pull tab to get. This one was nice and easy. So nice to see that. We're going to pull that deck list, set it right here. And we're going to see what we have. Come on. So we've got Shadow, Mars, and Untamed. That can be a very interesting combo. So let's see what we're starting with. Oh, Ammonia Cloud. So our first card here is Ammonia Cloud. Mini board wipe. Not a bad card. After that, we've got Battle Fleet. Now this is a card draw card, a big card draw card. If we have a lot of Mars cards in our hands when we do this, it can be really powerful. EMP Blast, nice to have an artifact clear. Like to see that. So let's see. Oh, Key Abduction. Now this can work really well if we have the right cards. And we do have Battle Fleet with it. So Key Abduction is actually quite good with that card in combination. After that, we have Scrambler Storm. This is an Amber Stopper. Really nice to see. I like seeing this card. After that, we've got Soft Landing. Now, I prefer a different card, but still a good card to have. I can have one creature come in ready, and there might be a creature in here worth doing that with. Squawker is a better card than Soft Landing. But still, good card to have. I do like seeing it. After that, we've got another Squawker. Now, we really need some creatures at this point. If we keep seeing action cards, we're not going to have much of a board to use all this on. So now we've got John Smith. That's good. Good card to have because he can ready a non-agent Mars creature, so we can take advantage of Squawker even with a small board. We've got the Disintegrator. This is a really nice one to have. I really do like seeing this. Hopefully we have more Mars creatures, but I don't think this Mars board is really big. We've got the Marauder, so a nice little kind of capture card, not bad to have. I do like seeing this guy also. We've got Zorg, nice powerful Mars creature. Hopefully we have one more Mars creature in here. Oh, so now we're on to Shadows. So not a huge Mars board, but there is stuff that can be taken advantage of in there, so it's not a terrible deck. At least it's not a terrible house. So sometimes you just get a house that's not really good. That's okay. I was a little bit worried with the number of action cards we had, but it did turn out halfway decent. And I'm going to look at it again real quick, but that's Body Trap. Sorry, Booby Trap. A nice little damage card. Now the Disintegrator's not as good as it could be, but we've got some. There's just some really good, interesting cards in there. I do like that. Okay, so now we have Miasma. I really like seeing this card. This is a great one to just slow your opponent down. And if you have something in there that can take advantage of that, that's fantastic. So far, we don't have anything that can take advantage of that. Poison Wave's a good one. Nice 2 damage card. Again, direct damage. Seeker Needle. Here's some direct damage. Not a bad card to have. After that, we've got 2 Seeker Needles. So this is quite a bit of damage we're starting to see here that's directly inflicted. After that, we've got 3 Seeker Needles. Now, this is a lot of ping damage, unless they have an artifact clear. Now, we had an EMP Blast, and so now we have, let's see, is it just 3 artifacts? Yeah, so we have 3 artifacts that are exposed to our EMP Blast, if we use it, but still not too bad. Now we have Subtle Maul. This is, like I said, a nice card advantage card. I like card advantage, so like seeing that. After that, we have Bad Penny. Now this is good with the Seeker Needle. We have 3 Seeker Needles. Once we have those in play, Bad Penny is not going to be too hard to keep bringing back. And we have 3 Seeker Needles, so on a single turn, this can be a 3 amber gain. That can be a big deal. After that, we have the Makus Asp. Now this is a really nasty creature. Most things it can kill, so I really like seeing that one. After that, we've got Nexus. Now this is a good card to have. It is a you can use an opponent's artifact and basically put it out of play, so that's fantastic. After that, we've got 2 Nexuses, so now we can really kind of disable our opponent's artifacts if we need to, which is nice. 3 Nexuses, so you really don't want to have artifacts going up against this deck. This deck is really, really good against artifacts. You're going to get one of those cards early on. Now we have Cooperative Hunting. Now this is good because we have a decent number of creatures already, and I'll count it up at the end. But that does work well with the number. Now Full Moon, this is a great Amber Gain card. I really like seeing Full Moon, and we have 2 of them, so now I really hope we have a bunch of creatures. I want to see a bunch of creatures, and maybe a key charge would be fantastic. Now we have Lost in the Woods. This is good if we have creatures to use. And oh, we have the World Tree. Now this is the first time I have the World Tree. And the World Tree is a really nice card because it's going to keep bringing our creatures back from the discard, which I really, really like. And we've got an Ancient Bear. So now we're starting to see Ancient Bears, which is nice. These are good, strong creatures. Most things they can kill in a single attack. We have a Dust Pixie, which is also really nice. Good, nice Amber card. We've got the Snufflegator, which is a good attack card. I like seeing that one. You're going to get his attack without getting damaged. We have a Murmook. Now, Murmook's a nice card because it's going to make their keys more expensive. And it's 3 strength, so it's not super easy to kill. We've got 2 Marmooks, which is really, really nice. We've got a Niffle Ape. This guy's nice because he attacks, he ignores Elusive and Taunt. So it can be a very nice card to have. And then our last thing is Way of the Bear. So Way of the Bear is not bad. It's a good attachment to these creatures, and I think we actually have a decent creature board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 creatures. The World Tree is going to allow us to get those creatures back a lot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 creatures so far. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 total creatures. That's not bad. I do wish there were a few more in Mars. We have good Amber. We have a great way to keep our creatures coming back. Lost, and that synergizes really, really well with Lost in the Woods. It'd be nice to even have another Lost in the Woods. Works great with Full Moon because we can fill our hand up with creatures and then play Full Moon and get a ton of Amber. And there's 2 of those, so that works really, really well. Cooperative Hunting is going to benefit from that. Their artifacts are going to be in trouble. Bad Penny's just going to keep coming back anyways. Yeah, this and Poison Wave, that's fine. We don't mind about damaging our creatures. Miasma is good. Now we don't have, this is really our only big, oh no, we have 2 ways to control their Amber, so that's really good. And then we can make their keys more expensive. So we had almost no Amber control in, we only had a turn control here. We didn't have any Amber control in Shadows, no Steel. Matter of fact, yeah, I don't think there's a single Steel mechanic in the entire House of Shadows. Wow. This is a Shadows house with no Steel. And still not bad. Now, I'd rather see different cards, but still, I do have artifact control. And I've got some, like, this is Artifact Destruction. This is Amber Destruction. This is Amber Destruction. This is also Amber Destruction, and a possible key, and then huge card draw. I mean, that's actually a really interesting, and again, a good deck. You know, over and over again, when I look at these decks, I keep thinking that's a good deck. It's not a bad deck. So let's pull this one here. See what we got. I'm gonna grab one second. I'm gonna grab some water. So these cards, and the quality is just great. I mean, the quality of these cards is just good. You know, there's good quality. You know, there's no, you know, warping or anything like that. Like, all the cards are really crisp. They're really nice, you know, and it doesn't matter how long I leave these sitting out. I haven't seen any warpage in these cards, and I really, really like that. So I'm really happy with the quality of the cards. So let's see, let's look at our glue line. So our glue line, again, follows that. We got this tiny little hook right over here, like always. You know, it follows our exact pattern that we're expecting. Now, of course, since the first one in this, sorry, that is the, nope, that's not the deck list. So because the first one in here was not tampered, I'm pretty sure none of them are. So here we go. This one, oh, let's turn it right side up. See, upside down. I'm sometimes upside down. So here we have Samarto Aurelius, the Radiant and Angelic. So that's an interesting, sorry, it was a little bit weird. I was trying to read it. And then, so I need to find the tab. Oh, definitely not on that side. Okay, so it's over here. It's definitely going down. Okay. So let's see how long I fight with this thing, shall we? And the winner is, I'm trying not to damage any of the cards when I'm doing this because, you know, you can pick at this thing forever. Oh, come on. So this one literally, okay, so the top wants to come off. Okay, fine. Let's go that way. So we're going to pull the deck list and put it right there. So none of us have seen it. So let's see what we got. So the first card is Anger. So as long as we have some really good creatures for this, I don't mind having Anger. Like I said, I think it's one of the weaker cards in Brobnar, but so that's just where we're starting. Now we do have Follow the Leader. So if we have a lot of creatures in this deck, this is a powerful card. And we have War Song. So this one right here is a good Amber Gain card. As long as we have creatures, because this really pairs with Follow the Leader. We need a lot of creatures. Oh, sorry, I had a card stuck to the bottom of that, so I'm going to bring this back over here. So under that we had Punch. So I should probably check the other decks, make sure nothing's stuck together. We have Punch, and Punch is a nice, just direct damage card. Right? We're going to get some damage in there, which is just nice to do. There we go. After that, we've got Banner of Battle. Now, I haven't gotten this card yet, so this is my first Banner of Battle. This is a nice one because this is a powerful card. And this is one of those cards I had mentioned when I went through Brobnar. Is a very good card. This is a +1 to all your friendly creatures. Now, I really want to start seeing creatures, though. Really, really want to start seeing creatures. So, oh, Gauntlet of Command. So this is good, but I need creatures. I really am starting to need creatures here. And I'm going to just flex the deck a tiny bit in case the cards are sticking. After that, we've got Valdir. Okay, so now we're starting to see creatures. I'm happy to see that, which means we probably have a good creature board. Valdir deals +2 damage when attacking anything on the flank. This is already a strength 6. Powerful, powerful card. Love seeing it. After that, we've got the Gengar Chieftain. Now, this is yet another good Brobnar card when you have a good board. Because this one is, I may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. Now, if I have my Banner of Battle down, all these creatures are going to be +1, so they're going to be even stronger. And there's 2 of these Gengar Chieftains in here. So these can really be really strong. After that, we've got Crump. Now, this is a great one to have because I can just burn some Amber away from my opponent when I'm playing my Brobnar, so not bad. After that, we've got Troll. So this is a good, powerful creature inside of Brobnar. Another really good one to have. And then after that, we've got Blood of Titans. Now, this really is a fantastic buff to have because this can just be put on any creature, and it makes 1-strength creatures that normally are really easy to kill, strength 6. Not to be underestimated. Really, really good card. After that, we're going to start into Sanctum. We've got Terms of Redress. This is a capture, so you can slow a key with that. After that, we've got the Spirit's Way. This is a good board wipe for anything strength 3 or higher. Now, so far, that's our entire creature board. Come on, focus. So our entire creature board right now would be cleared by that. After that, we've got Virtuous Works. I love seeing this card. Really nice to have some Amber. After that, we've got Bulwark. I love this card. This is such a good card. The +2 armor to all of his neighbors, and he's a 4-strength, 2 armor creature. Really hard for them to get rid of just already. Add to the rest of this board, and that's just nasty. Now we have Champion Remiel. Champion Rymiel is just a really good, user-friendly, non-sanctum creature. This is going to synergize really well with the Brobnar. After that, we've got Lady Maxina. This is just a nice, I can cycle stun card. I really like Lady Maxina for that effect. After that, we've got the Protectrix. This is a really good 5-strength creature that makes one of my creatures immune. So that's just fantastic to have, because I've got, you know, creatures in here that I could attack with and then, you know, just do damage without having to worry about them really getting hammered. After that, we've got the Radiant Knight. This is a play capture. This is going to slow down their turn. Come on, focus up. This is going to slow down their turn, which is just fantastic to have. I love the art on this card. After that, we've got the Sanctum Guardian. Now, I'm going to have to read this guy because I think he's my first one. Taunt, so that's really nice. I like having Taunt. He's a 6/1. Fight Reap, swap Sanctum Guardian with another friendly creature in your battle line. This is really good if you need to get next to a creature to help taunt it, to help defend it. This is a great, great card. I really like this guy. Oh, we have Sergeant Zakiel, which I really like this guy also. He's a 4-strength, 1 armor, and you may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. So this can be used on anything next to him, which is really good. After that, we have a Staunch Knight. This is a really powerful board. This is a 4-strength, 2 armor creature, and he has +2 power while on the flank. You can actually use the Staunch Guardian to move him around if need be. After that, we have a second Staunch Knight. I mean, wow, this is a very, very powerful board. After that, we've got Bait and Switch. Oh, it's amazing to see that card in here. Just such a good card. After that, we have Hidden Stash. So now we have an archive card, which is really nice to see. I love having an archive mechanic. There's just lots of ways to use that. Pawn Sacrifice. Now, if we have Bad Penny, this is a great card. We have enough creatures to actually sacrifice to get use out of it. We have Relentless Whispers. This is a nice 2-damage steal 1 card. So just a nice way to clear off something small or finish something off. We have Seeker Needle. This is just a nice little ping damage where we're going to get an amber when we do kill it. After that, we've got Subtle Maul. This is a card advantage. Just make your opponent discard a card. Really nice card to have. After that, we've got Moon Cursor. Now, this is a pretty tough little creature because it's skirmish and poison and the number of creatures in here that can defend it. And the poison is just going to be really bad, and it's got to fight steel. So that's really nice to have. And there's a lot of ways to protect it, which I do like to see. After that, we've got Naughty the Thief. This is another good steel card, and we have ways to protect it, which is good. And I'll go back through and check that out. We have Old Bruno. This is a Capture 3, which is a key stopper, which is nice. So we've got 2 of those so far that I remember. We've got Silvertooth, and this is a nice, just quick 2 damage or 1 amber card right off the bat when you play it. And then we have an Umbra, and this is just a nice little fight, Steel 1, another good steel card to have. So we're getting some decent steel mechanics in here. And our last card is an Urchin, which is usually going to be one of the last cards. So play Steel 1, really, really nice. I'm going to just go back through this real quick. So we got Steel, Steel, Capture, Steel, Steel. So this is normally what you see with Shadows, is a good amount of steel. And then the Bait and Switch is just an incredible card to find in any deck. I love that card. Our board is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them in Shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in Sanctum. We've got really good Amber, a board clear, another Capture, something to make one of those little creatures powerful. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 creatures in Brobnar, and then a huge number of ways to take advantage of this giant board. I love seeing that. If they can't get rid of that Battle of Banner or fall, you know, or they just don't have a lot of... Now, I don't have a lot of board wipe. Did I have any board wipe? Let's see. Let me look. I mean, this is effectively just a gigantic board. I did have a board wipe, so... Not only do I have just a tremendous amount of creatures and a really powerful board with War Banner and War Song as a giant Amber Gain. I don't have a lot of Amber Gain in here, only a little. And I do have ways to slow the opponent down. So still, like I said, yet another good deck. Not Not amazingly powerful, but good nonetheless. So another one I'm glad to see. So give me a second. I'm going to take another drink of water. Take a sweater off before I sweat. Okay, back we go. So let's go with this one right here, shall we? So let's see what we got. Okay, so let's, again, oh. So this one actually did something that normally doesn't happen. So here's our glue line, right? And it ripped off the entire piece. So now I'm going to do something else. So now I'm just going to say, okay, so let's get to the actual paper that's on it and see if I can. So there's the part that it ripped off. So the paper. So there's the actual bead of glue, right? So and I peeled the little end off, but it's right here. I felt it come off. So it is a normal bead. It just took off a lot more paper than normal when I opened it. So that does happen. Don't be surprised by that. It can happen. Just pay attention how it came off. Let's see. So which side are we on? So this, okay, we're on the right side. So here we have the HHR of rapid launch. Or HRH of rapid launch. The HRH, that's a really unusual HRH. Not sure what that stands for. Now this is Sanctum Shadows Untamed. I love this combination. It's another good combination. I would love to see some Vault Keepers or other cool and unusual cards. So let's see if I can win against this tab. Let's go the other way. Okay, there we go. So sometimes apparently when you pull the tab down and then you can just peel the whole thing up. So let's put the deck list over off to the side and I'm going to check to see if I did any damage. Nope, no damage, still nice and smooth. Okay, so, and they're just, like I said, I just love the feel of these cards. It's just fantastic. It really, really is. Okay, so let's put that down. Okay, so let's see what we're starting with here. Come on, let's see what we got. Oh, Clear Mind. Now this is a good card to have. I like this one. This is a full stun clear. I really like having something that can unstun all of my creatures. That's nice to have. Oh, Radiant Truth. Now this is a board stun except for the flanks. So if they have a big board, this is useful. It's a good stun if they have a giant board, but we really don't want them to have a giant board. So. But if they play down a lot of creatures at once, they have a rise, things like that, this can be really useful. And there's 2 of them in there. 3 Radiant Truths in there. That's a lot of stun. After that, we have Take Hostages. This is a key stopper. It's a Capture Amber. Great card to have. After that, we've got Potion of Invulnerability. So this is Omni, so it can be used during any house, which can be nice. Now we've got Bulwark. I love seeing Bulwark. This is a great card. +2 armor to his neighbors. Good strong card all by himself. Ooh, 2 Bulwarks. Oh man, that's a really nice pull. I like seeing multiples because they're just going to add so much armor to the board. And there's only 1 card that takes advantage of that. Commander Rymiel. This is just a nice card to have. Use a friendly non-sanctum creature. I like having it because it's used. And there's 2 of them, which is fantastic. And I have a lot of armor that I can drop next to weaker Shadows creatures. Oh, a board clear. Our first board clear is a creature, which is really nice. Numquib the Fair. I really like this one. It's going to wipe them down to 1 if they've wiped your board. So you can hold on to this until you really need it. After that, we've got a Staunch Knight. So we also have a powerful board here. This is a good creature on the flank. It's going to be a strength 6/2 on the flank. So now we're going to go into Shadows. So Shadows, the first thing we're looking at is Ghostly Hands. This is just a really nice Amber game. We're going to gain 2 Amber, and if they have 1, we get to steal it. But they have to have exactly 1. Now we have Hidden Stash. I like seeing Archive, and this seems to be a pretty normal card to see. Key of Darkness. Now this is my first Key of Darkness. I really actually like this card. You do have to be able to reduce your enemy down to 1 Amber, but with the capture we have in here and other things, I actually see that as doable. So this, we could end up getting one at +2, and so this then becomes a pretty good card, especially with Archive. After that, we have Oblette, which is going to get rid of a 3 or lower creature, which is good against some of those annoying things like Phyrexian Dreadnoughts and other things that are just low strength. After that, we've got Relentless Whispers. Now, this is just a nice little direct damage steal one. You gain 1 amber anyway, so nice card to see. Treasure Map, this is a really good, I'm going to only play this card on this turn because I want a ton of amber. You're going to get 4 when you do that. After that, we've got a Seeker Needle. This is a nice little ping damage. Gets rid of 1 strength creatures pretty easily. After that, we have a Skeleton Key. Now, this is a nice little capture mechanic. This is going to slow our opponent down. Nice to have. After that, we have the Sting. Now, this card is, in my opinion, going to be hard to pull off. I do like seeing it, because it is a rare and it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting mechanic. And there's got to be ways to really take advantage of this. It's going to be hard to pull off. But if you are about ready to lose the game, sorry, if your opponent, if this is an early game play, this can be fantastic if they don't have a lot of ways to take advantage of you getting a ton of amber. After that, we have Bullet Eye. This is a really powerful, nice little creature to have. Just can reap and kill anything on the flank. After that, we have Make Asasp, another deadly Shadows creature that's going to kill whatever it's attacking. After that, we have Nexus. Nice little thing to have an artifact control. Nice 3 strength creature. Like seeing him. After that, we have Cooperative Hunting. Now, that was a pretty weak Shadows board. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a look again real quick just to wrap my head around what we're looking at here. Wow, that's only 3 creatures in Shadows. The Sting, the Key. Now, the Key of Darkness with the Sting actually synergizes. So here we go. Here's the synergy I was hoping for. So here we go. We have the Key of Darkness and the Sting, right? And they do synergize because while I have the Sting, right, I skip the Forge a Key step, but when I have when they forge a key, I have the Key of Darkness, and then I can take advantage of that by stealing with Relentless Whispers or Ghostly Hands if I can get them down to 1. I've already got a board wipe. Yeah, not looking too bad. Sorry, don't need that. Next thing we've got is Full Moon. This is great for when we're playing a bunch of creatures. So hopefully we have a good creature board to go along with that. We have 2 Full Moons. Now if we play both of these out and play 4 creatures, that's 8 amber. That can be huge. Oh man, we have 3 Full Moons. Now this is a ton of amber if we have the creatures. So now I'm really, really hoping we have a good creature board. Because otherwise those cards become so much less effective. We have Key Charge. Now this can, like I said, big creature board. This can synergize super, super well. That could be 2 potential keys that the enemy would not be ready for. Nocturnal Maneuvers. This is just a good exhaust 3 creatures from the enemy. Now this is going to allow them to keep a bigger board, which actually we want with this deck because we have 3 stuns that take advantage of that. And now we have, again, exhaust 3 creatures. And then once their board gets out of control, and we have another exhaust 3 creatures. Now the problem is we're not seeing a lot of creatures, and that's a worrisome thing for me. Now we have a Vigor. See, now we don't have the creatures to take advantage of all of that amber. So we have Ancient Bear right here. We get all 3 of those out, and that's going to be 3 amber. Chota Hazri, another Forge outside your regular key step. Really nice to see. And a Dust Pixie. Wow. So the problem is, it's like so close to being great with these 3 Full Moons, a Key Charge, and a Chota Hazri. But as it stands, we have 3 creatures to take advantage of that. Now, we can get all 3 of those creatures in our hand. I think we had an Archive card. So, let's see, where was it? I know we had one somewhere. We had Hidden Stash. We have 1 Archive card to take advantage of getting that into our hand. So we'd really probably archive. I mean, oh, it's so close. But there's just some great stuff you can do in this deck. It's very interesting. It's going to be very unusual to play. It's got the board wipe. It's got a good, powerful board in other houses. And it does have Full Moons. Now, these Full Moons can be used whenever you play one. You can at least get, probably 1 or 2 amber off of it. With the Dust Pixie, 2 Full Moons, 1 Dust Pixie. Let's see, that's 4, and a Chota Hazri, that's going to be 6. So if you can just get those cards into your hand, or, you know, Key Charge with the Ancient Bear. Now you're not going to be able to keep them into play for other creatures, and there's not a huge creature board in Shadows either. But this deck really isn't about having a huge creature board, because it's got 3 of these things that are meant to take advantage of your opponent having a giant board. So it's still kind of weird play, but I'm not going to say it's a bad deck. It's just a very interesting and unusual deck. 3 key forging outside your regular step cards in this one deck. And then, you know, some unusual ways that it's going to get amber, but it will still get amber. It lacks, if it had greater amber generation, wow. If the amber generation on this thing was just higher, although wait. Oh my god. So if you can keep the Sting in play, and there's very little in this deck to, I mean, you have some capture, but you have very little in this deck that would actually stop your opponent from forging a key. But you can make it impossible for your opponent to stop you from forging keys. And you can do it outside your step, as well as getting all their amber, plus the amber you're gaining if this card gets into play. Oh man, with 3 forge outside your step, this is a really, really unusual deck. It has some really kind of crazy synergy, and it could do some really nuts stuff. If you get the Sting into play right off the bat, you don't really need to forge a key. You have 3 of them. The odds you're going to draw into those within 2 or 3 turns. You're going to draw 1 within that time frame. You're going to draw 2. I mean, yeah, I mean, that really is a fascinating deck. I really like seeing that. That is a really strange one, but I really like the way it synergizes. That is really cool. So we're going to look at the next one. So let's see what we get in here. And like I said, these decks are just, I don't know what it is. There's something about the way that the algorithm has done these. Now, not all of them are perfect. You know, and there we go, same bead. You know, same expected, you know, result from the gluing. And then again, yep, there's the deck. So what we're looking at here is Torch Jonah Forest Convict. So this is Mars, Untamed, and Logos. So it should be interesting to see what's in this one. You know, I always like kind of getting to see what's in them. So, and I really, really enjoy opening these. Like, just, you know, it's so much different than opening like a booster pack where you just basically discard all the commons and look at the uncommons and say, are any of them worth anything? You have a huge pile of cards that are just unplayable. I don't have a single deck that's unplayable. Now I have some that I probably wouldn't play, but that's a very small number. I would have to look through my decks and see how many fell into that category, but it's not a lot. All of them seem like they'd be fun in their own way. So we're going to check this one out. And let's see what we got. Oh, we're going to start with Effervescent Principle. Now, this is a great key stopper. Nice card to see. Like starting with a key stopper. Oh, we have Fogify. So this is going to control our opponent's ability to do certain things, so they can't fight when we play this card. Great. After that, we've got 2 Fogify. So now we're shutting them down in 2 ways. I really like that, or for 2 turns with that. Library Access. Oh, I love seeing this card. Great card to see. Very powerful card draw with that if you get the right turn. After that, we have Positron Bolt. I really like seeing this card. And then after that, we're going to have Scrambler Storm. This is great for making it to where they cannot stop us from forging a key, because most action cards are what are shutting us down most of the time. There are some capture mechanics and stuff that are doing it, but that one itself. Now, Wild Wormhole, this is a great one to see with Library Access. This becomes draw 2 cards. Because you play 1, you get to play the card off the top of your deck. 2 Wild Wormholes. Oh man, that really synergizes well with Library Access. And then we have a Library Babble. So we have a, it looks like we have a card advantage deck so far. Pretty big card advantage deck. Then we have Replicator. So this is going to trigger the reap effect of anything else in play, and it's 2 strength, so that's really cool. It is going to be a big target though. After that, we've got the Titan Mechanic. This is going to make our keys cheaper. Not bad. Some opponents won't even want to clear this, some will, it just depends. After that, we have Rocket Boots. Now these are really good if you have the creatures that take advantage of the fight and the reap. If you can keep, for example, your Replicator in play and then drop Rocket Boots on him, you can take advantage of this effect twice. So cool. After that, we have Psychic Network. Psychic Network is really nice if you have a lot of creatures to take advantage of this. So far, we have a really super weak creature board. Matter of fact, our Logos house is all about card advantage and shutting our opponent down. That's all it's about, which is cool. I like that. That's totally fine. After that, we've got Squawker. Now, if we have creatures, this is a great card to have, and it also can be used as a stun. After that, we've got Combat Pheromone. So now we really need creatures because this card just needs creatures badly. After that, we've got John Smith. We're seeing creatures now. That's really good. So we should have a big creature house, and this is going to ready non-agent Mars creatures, so we can use them twice. So we have multiple use it twice cards. 2 John Smiths, 3 John Smiths, and then a Mind Warper. Using this guy multiple times with multiple John Smiths would be really, really nasty. So a great card to have. And Rocket Boots on him would also make him just even worse. That could be a very... Oh, first time I've seen this card. So I'm going to read it. Quixilic Plague Master. Fight, Reap. Deal 3 damage to each human creature. This damage cannot be prevented by armor. This is a really powerful anti-Sanctum card. Very cool to have. There's no Sanctum in this deck, so it doesn't hurt me. We have Tunk, really powerful, nice creature to have. Like seeing him. We have the Oyuk Megamouth. Fight, Reap, use a friendly non-Mars creature, which is really cool if we have some good creatures. Now this would work with the Replicator, and hopefully we have some good creatures inside of Untamed. The Yixel Dominator, really powerful taunt creature, good to have. Would be good to play down before the Replicator. We have the Biomatrix Backup. This can work well for cards that we want to bring back. Was there anything in here that really would do? Now, that could be great to bring back the Plague Bringer or the Mind Warper, because those are the ones you're really wanting to get all these effects off of. Add the Psychic Network to that, and that is going to be a tremendous amount of steel. Then add, yeah, so we have a lot of Amber Control in here, and a decent board in Mars itself. So after that, we've got Cooperative Hunting. So this does take advantage of our good big Mars board. Hopefully we have more Untamed. We have 2 of those, so this is, like I said, taking advantage of our Mars board because our board in Logos was nothing. Fog Bank, again, another your opponent can't fight. So we've got a lot of this stopping our opponent from fighting. Matter of fact, I think we had 2 of, yeah, so we had 2 of those in Logos. That's 3 cards that make them not fight. Key Charge, really nice one to have. Like seeing that. After that, we've got Lost in the Woods. Nice card to have. Get 2 of our creatures off the board, 2 of theirs, and get rid of their stuff we really don't want to see. Nature's Call, really good way to return 3 creatures to the hand. Nature's Call, another good way to return creatures to the hand. Give us some good creatures. Scout, this is good with our creatures if we have a good number of them. With the Mars, this works pretty well. Oh, Ancient Bear. So that's nice to see. I like seeing an Ancient Bear. This is a good, strong creature. We needed some strong creatures. Ooh, Halcor. Another good, decent creature. This guy's going to make everything on the flank have skirmish, so they're not going to take damage when they attack. Because we can shut our opponent's attack down so much, that could be really useful. Snufflegator, again, a skirmish card that's not going to take damage when it attacks. So we're going to be able to slowly eat away at their creatures while keeping them from attacking, which is nice. And then Murmook, nice, good thing that slows down keys. And, oh, deck list. So there we go. Let me just go back through that one. So, I mean, we have a kind of a small Logos board. or sorry, Untamed board. But we have 2 Nature Skulls, so we can get their creatures off the board. Lost in the Woods, we can get their creatures off the board. Fog Bank, we can stop them from attacking. We can also bring our Mars off the board. Do we have any play effects that really would take advantage? I don't think we have any play effects that really take advantage of being able to pull our creatures off the board. Yeah, we don't really have anything that takes advantage for us, but still just a really nice, you know, interesting deck. It's got a weird way of clearing the board, and it's going to be really powerful against Sanctum, or more powerful against Sanctum. The Library Access and the Fog Bank and the Amber Control, they're all pretty good in this deck. Again, another good deck. Like I said, this is what I like to see. So I'm going to, again, pause it here before the video gets too long. And I don't know if I'm going to finish this tonight or not. It's getting pretty late for me, but if I do, I'll post it. And if not, this will come up early tomorrow when I have the time to finish this up, which should be sometime early-ish. So if I don't see you in the next video, have a good night. And otherwise, I will see you soon.